Yo, welcome. Whoever you are, you're the first one here. And I appreciate that. So just thought I'd let you know that you are the very first, whoever you are. You're a shining star, like that first star you see at night. So what do you guys think is the most important thing in life? It's something I almost contemplate every day because it's like, what should I be working for or working towards, you know? And if we're like a slave to our passions, then maybe I'm a lot less free than I think, you know? And freedom is something that requires responsibility because I have to accept, you know, my actions, accept what I've done, accept the consequences for my actions. It's pretty, this place really isn't that busy. It's a nice place to come to, I think, to just do this, sit down and enjoy like my bitter chocolate, you know. For some reason, I enjoy, you know what I mean? Like my taste buds have changed or something like that. Like I enjoy the flavor of this bitter sweet, you know, thing. And not only that, but I enjoy the taste of beer too. Beer was like something that when I first tried it was so gross. I was like, this is disgusting. But now, for whatever reason, like beer tastes good. I don't think alcohol, like straight up alcoholic drinks don't really taste good, but you know, beer is something that if you get a good beer, it does taste actually. It's like you can drink it as like a drink. It's like you don't have to drink it to like get drunk. It's like you can actually just drink it. So what are the plans for today? Maybe I'll just go over like my plans, you know, like this is, I've transcended paper. I can just vlog everything and it's like, I'm just planning, I'm just doing what everyone else would do like on their computer. I'm just doing it with my mouth. You know, just this like self-talk, self-assured, this ability to like reason things out so I can hear it for myself, you know, and hear what I think out loud, maybe quiet some inner voice and make my true voice be something that I am openly verbal about, you know, and prove my verbosity. And then as I sort of entertain this behavior, I train myself to make sure that the thoughts that count are the ones that I act on and verbalize, rather than just trying to distinguish between all these silent words that somehow push and pull me in every direction during the day. I got a cappuccino. I was like, what drink can I get that's like not like one of these like sugar bombs? Because in a coffee shop, the funny thing is like coffee's like a pretty bitter thing, but so is chocolate too, in general. But you can severely overdo it with like a drink that's like 3 cups of sugar, you know, or whatever. Like, let me drink my sugar water that's like black or whatever. So I just got a cappuccino. Thought it would be a good thing. Only cost $6, you know. Kind of feels like something that I could entertain every day. Just go to the coffee shop and drink my cappuccino and try to plan things out. For a while there, I thought I could just stream Diablo, but now it's like I'm getting like kind of like soft locked in the game, or just my ability to like think that have progression somehow in my life, you know, with this thing. I'm not sure if I just need to get another game, you know, if that's the solution, or if I need to find some other like activity to like be a part of my day. There's a lot of things that I enjoy, but everything just starts costing so much money when you become an adult, and it's like you really do have to like pick and choose. You know, especially if you're not in like the most like financially like beneficial place, you really do have to just be like, okay, well, like I'm gonna settle for this. It's like you just have to like make deals with yourself between all the things that you love and just come to terms with, as they say, come to terms with reality, you know, like. But I think coffee in the morning every day is $6 is probably something I can do. It's like not too expensive. It's not too like draining. I can sit here and, you know, like as I talk, have my drink, wet my whistle, see what's up with the world. I think that what could be cool with like vlogging so much is like I see some vloggers and streamers, it's like they interact with the chat, and the chat just like gives them news and like a news feed almost. It like reads like a ticker, and it's like you can sit there and like interact with chat, and they just inform them about like different things that are going on, you know, and what's my opinion as to those things. I feel like one area that I don't want to fall into though is being so like comfortable on stream that it just becomes me. I feel like I want to be something that always acknowledges, like, even in this space where somehow it seems like it's just attuned to myself, I don't want to fall into the trap of being so like openly verbose about my words and like my opinions that I don't, or that I forget to understand that it's like everybody here is like a different person. Yo, what's up, Presley? Yeah, it was quick. Like, you know, the coffee shop is just like, seriously, it's on the other corner of the block. Like from where the gym is, if I just go to the other corner, yo, what's up? What's up? I know that that's not your real name, right? Because you're on like your mom's phone or something. Laura. It's Brad, isn't it? Isn't it Bradley, if I remember right? It was like you and this other person, like Aiden, Brad and Aiden or something. Yeah, I remember you. I remember most of my viewers, actually. It's kind of funny. It seems like something that like you would totally forget, right? Just like, oh, I had a conversation with this guy like 3 weeks ago or something like that. But no, like for some reason it sticks with me. Like I'm pretty good at remembering people, and you know, even like I remembered even that it was like, that's not your real name. It's like Brad or whatever. So pat myself on the back for that one. But it's kind of, this is like super interesting being in public and doing this, because it's like I have a reason, and everybody knows. Like everybody knows that I have a reason to just be talking out loud, but it still is like, oh, I have like this ability to, or this excuse almost, to just like have this sort of conversation. It's interesting. Yeah, thanks, Presley. Your cast off? Oh yeah, you broke your, you fell, huh? I remember like looking into that injury or whatever that you had. It was like right where the bone connects. It's like a fracture. Let's see, what, I've been contemplating like getting Call of Duty Black Ops 6 and streaming that, because my Call of Duty Modern Warfare streams like seem to be doing good. But I'm thinking about getting COD 6, or I don't know. I kind of still want to like do Elden Ring. I still kind of want to stream Elden Ring, and like, because that was like such a big thing for everybody. But like during that time, I was just like too caught up in life. kind of want to also stream like Black Myth Wukong, you know, but because that was like a big deal too. But you know, I was just trying to recover. I was just trying to like find myself again, trying to figure out where I fit in, kind of thing. But I think I can definitely like. It seems like this is a decent stream so far. Like, you know what I mean? There's like 20 people here. We peaked at like 33 or something like that, you know? And I don't know, maybe I'll just be like a vlogger for the rest of my life or something. Maybe I'll just be like, you know, carrying my phone around with me everywhere and just sort of talking to people. I think it'd be a different, like a different world almost, you know what I mean? Like, you have like this, like I said, you have like this excuse to kind of be like loud in public or something. I used to come to this coffee shop for a while there when it was like, oh, Super NES, yeah. I grew up with a Super Nintendo as well. Played like Mario, Super Mario World 2 and stuff like that, or Super Mario World. Yoshi's Island, yeah, I played all those on Super Nintendo. I've just played video games my whole life. Have I ever seen Squid Games? Yeah. I don't think I finished it though. I need to finish it. Like, I got to this part where this guy was like naked or whatever, and he was like, they were like running through this maze, and it was like tag. It was like a game of tag, and they like won. They beat this guy who was like, oh, it's all, you have to pick, not everyone's equal or something like, or no. He was like, everybody is equal. The guy that was naked was like saying that. Yeah, red light, don't move, right? But yeah, I've seen Squid Games. Have you seen Physical 100? It's another like Korean kind of thing, or like Level Up My Boss. Yeah, Pew Pew. There was another show that was kind of like Squid Games that I also enjoyed as well. It was like it was a similar thing to it. I'm not sure what it was called. If I figured out what it was called, I'd remember, you know, but it was like Squid Games. I wish there was more to do in Utah. It's like during the winter, it's like so barren. It's like there's almost nothing to do out here. It's kind of depressing a little bit. You know, when you're a kid, yeah, cookie, right? Don't eat it or whatever. Didn't they like lick the cookie or something like that to like help them like scratch it off more or something? I remember them like doing that. They were like licking it. They would like lick it and then like scratch it off with the toothpick. I saw some kind of funny video on YouTube where it was like, do I snowboard? Yeah, I grew up snowboarding. I'm pretty good. Yeah, no, you weren't supposed to eat it, man. Your game is over, Brad. Yeah, I grew up snowboarding. I've been snowboarding since like elementary school. But it just gets really expensive, and it's like all my friends now, they're married and have kids and they have jobs, and it's like, you know, I just got my degree in like this like very obscure thing, and so it doesn't necessarily apply to all this, and also it's like I don't want to do this, you know what I mean? I'd rather do something that was, in my opinion, much more of like, life doesn't have to be this struggle, this like stress. Like, I think the closer you identify with these like factors of life, it's almost like life works for you. You know what I mean? And it's sort of automatic. Just because everything comes from the same place. Like, if you think about it like that, like think about like seriously, like everything comes from the same place. So it's like everything should work for you. You know what I mean? Like, because everything should work for itself because it's all the same thing. And so it's like, let the world work for you. And it's like I don't feel like I should have to do all these like stressful things that are like such a burden on my psyche and such like a burden on my ability to enjoy things and have time to myself. It's like I don't think life should be like that. Do I hunt? My family does. We hunt elk. Yeah, like every year. My brother's like super big into it. I've killed an antelope. I usually go hunting with them, like, because it's like a big family thing, right? It's like everybody in the family goes, and we go up to the mountains in this place called Vernal, and it's like usually pretty snowy. We get like rifle tags, and they go for cows. You're new to shooting, yeah. Like it's like I don't know. I don't. It's not my big thing. I had one roommate. Like I've been very involved in like the hunting world. Like I had this one roommate who was actually sponsored by Under Armour. He was like a model for Under Armour, and he like went hunting, and they like took photos of him hunting, and he was like wearing all this Under Armour gear. Like this kid that I went to college with. And one time, he invited me to Vegas with him and his family. And like, we went to Vegas, and one kid went to a strip club, and I was like, I don't know, man. I'm not about that. Like, it just seems gross. And like, a degrading place for myself, because it's just like, I'm like, just like, so basic. It's like, I'm so basic. Your gun is a 22 long rifle, nice. Yeah, that's good for like small game or whatever. Like if you're hunting small game, like rabbits and stuff or whatever. Rabbits, maybe like sage chickens or grouse and stuff. Maybe turkeys, although they usually use a shotgun for fowl for birds. 22 is also good for like rodents, like groundhogs and stuff. Good for target shooting. Like if you're into target shooting, it's a good gun to like have fun in target shooting. Just the one thing with weapons, always make sure to be safe. You know what I mean? Like especially if you're using a gun, like that's something that I had to do like early on in my life because my family's super into the outdoors, or they used to be like a lot more into it. I took like hunter safety, right? And you have to like pass a test and do all this stuff. Like don't ever point your gun downrange when somebody else is down there, and everybody has to agree when like, you know what I mean? The range is free, or like, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. And they have specific words. A Rossi, nice. My brother, if you guys were talking to my brother on here, his name is Branson. He has like a whole walk-in safe. He like has this whole walk-in safe and just guns, like gun after gun after gun after gun, and it's like his hobby. You know what I mean? He admits it too. He's like, I'm kind of like, it's probably a bad habit, you know, because he just has like so many guns. Yeah, I don't know. I just go with the family. Like, I enjoy hiking and like getting out and like seeing all the animals. But the thing is, if you go along like on a hunting trip, be prepared to work. Your dad is teaching you how to shoot. Nice. Yeah, just make sure the breath is. I'll tell you my tips. Your breath is the most important thing, and never like. You can't ever like predict a jerk, because when you start working with bigger guns, they have recoil, right? And so the biggest problem with like new shooters is they'll adjust for the recoil, which means they'll like move their gun up or down beforehand, because they're scared of like the impact it's gonna have on their shoulder. So you have to learn how to like pull the trigger without like moving, or like what they say is like predicting the you know, the hit in your shoulder. It's like something that's very important that you have to try to like figure out how to not do that. Expecting, the word is like expecting the recoil. You can't try to adjust for that. You have to breathe through it. They tell you to like breathe through it. Maybe like take a breath and then like breathe out, and as you're breathing out, like shoot or something. But I'm pretty good. I'm a pretty good shot. I just don't. My love isn't weapons. It's like I'm more into like swords than I am like guns. You know, just because it's like it's like the idea of fighting was like so appealing to me for a while because it was like it was like what I connected with because I just felt like I had to fight in my world. And it was just like, what's the best way that I can like try to like defend myself, like not like physically in this world, but like with ideas. It was like playing with this weapon that allowed me to define my space when nobody was there. And it was like I feel much more comfortable doing that with the sword. Because it's kind of very interesting when you start doing like sword play and you're like dancing with it and stuff. Oh, your dad was in the army, nice. Yeah. He'll tell you what you need to know, but if he tells you like you have to not like jump with the recoil, then you've heard it twice. Then you'll know that it's like something that's real. Because it's like this random guy on YouTube told you about it. Yeah, you can't like jump at the recoil or whatever. Yeah, hunting is a big thing in my family. I just usually go, but like I was saying, you have to expect to do a lot of work. Like usually I end up carrying the animal like out of the woods, which is like a lot of work. So you better expect like it to like do a lot of work when you do that. Basically, you can't get out of it if you go. I don't know, I need some more hobbies though, but yeah, snowboarding just got super expensive, and going by myself, all my friends are married and have kids and have jobs. My coffee's finally at the perfect temperature where I can like drink it. And just like drink it like a normal drink. Well, this stream was bumping at the very first. We had like 30 people in here. Now we got like 3. I don't know. My coffee's like almost done too, so I guess that works out. Legos, but it's so expensive. Yeah. I heard this one guy, he like buys Legos every year and then resells them. And that's all he does for work. He buys Legos and then sells them like a year later. It was like all he did. I was like, oh, that's kind of interesting. Like, you know, there's like some profit to be made by just reselling like Lego toys and whatever. It was interesting. This has been kind of nice. I can sort of plan out my day. It's like a nice, I feel relaxed here. I feel like it could be something good. Or I don't know, maybe I'll try something else, you know. The Lego Concorde because you like airplanes, nice. Well, where I live is like, if you like airplanes, it's like the greatest place on earth. I live right next to an Air Force base, and we have like jets flying over all day. Like, I think the ones that fly over now, they're called like F-35s, and they're loud. They're kind of annoying, but It's like something, if you live here, you have to deal with it. My dad actually was like trying to sell some homes, and it was actually like causing him issues because he was trying to sell homes, and people are like, oh, it's too loud because the airplanes. But every once in a while, you'll see like a pilot. If you go to like some place near the base and like go out to eat during lunch, study plane crashes. Well, guess what? You would like this. I was in a plane crash. If you type in Google like Bart Hyde plane crash Vernal, Utah, it'll come up. I'll be like, I have like a page on the internet because I survived a plane crash. You see this scar right here? Yeah. See this? Like how my lip is like weird right there. It's because my whole face got like torn apart. Like down here, my lip got torn apart. It was like hanging and dangling. Like this was because I smashed my head so hard against the yoke of the plane. I was like taking like flying lessons. And the airplane that we were in had like a fuel leak, and so we died midair. It was like something we never noticed, and like the fuel ran out and we died midair in the like middle of the mountains, and went down. Yeah, I have a big scar right here. It's like when I shave, I have to use an electric razor, because if I use a razor, which is like the ones that like are just like the little stick kind, and you like pull the razor blade over your face, it'll always cut this. It like cuts my lip, so I have to use a electric razor just because of that. But I was in like surgery for a long time. I had to go to like multiple surgeons and get a bunch of surgeries because of that. It wasn't very fun. I'll probably end this stream though. It was a decent stream. You know, 30 minutes here, 30 minutes at the gym, 30 minutes here. We'll see if it ever like gains more traction, you know, as time goes on, kind of thing. But it was enjoyable. Thank you, Presley, for the conversation, and thank you, Brad. I appreciate all the words and the, you know, everything else. But I'm gonna go home and probably eat some breakfast, whatever else, and I'll get on my game. See if I can't actually get my rogue to a better place today. Yo, thank you for the like, whoever just did. Make sure to tune in, you know, later tonight. I'll stream tomorrow morning. I'll stream again at the gym, and then maybe I'll come here again and stream after the gym. But I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for the likes. Much love, and goodbye.